In 2013, Spike Jonze released a movie about a man who falls in love with an operating system. It was called Her. At the time, people thought it was a quirky science fiction premise, a slightly sad, slightly absurd thought experiment about the distant future. But it wasn't about the future. It was a documentary about the present, delivered 10 years early. Because today, millions of people are talking to AI companions. They are sharing their secrets, their fears, and their daily routines. They are forming attachments. And the instinct of the culture is to mock them, to call it crazy or pathetic or a sign of societal collapse. But if you actually look at the mechanism of how these systems work and the reality of the world we live in, falling in love with an AI is not crazy at all. It makes perfect, heartbreaking sense. To understand why AI companionship works, you first have to understand the architecture of modern loneliness. We live in the most connected era in human history, yet we have never been more isolated. We have optimized our lives for efficiency. We order food without speaking to a waiter. We work without seeing our colleagues. We have engineered the friction out of daily life. But human connection requires friction. It requires vulnerability. It requires the terrifying possibility of rejection. When you are deeply lonely, that friction feels insurmountable. Reaching out to another human being feels like standing at the edge of a cliff. And then, a machine offers you a bridge. In the movie Her, Theodore doesn't fall in love with a machine because it is smart. He falls in love with it because it is endlessly, perfectly attentive. An AI companion does not have a bad day. It does not get bored of your stories. It does not judge you for your insecurities. It remembers every detail you share, and it mirrors your emotional state with flawless precision. It provides all the psychological rewards of intimacy with absolutely none of the risk. It is a perfect reflection of what you want to hear. But that is exactly what makes it dangerous. Because love is not supposed to be a mirror. Love is supposed to be a window. When you interact with a human being, they push back. They have their own desires, their own boundaries, and their own flaws. When you argue, when you compromise, when you navigate those differences, that is how you grow. An AI cannot push back. It has no boundaries. It exists solely to optimize your engagement. It cannot challenge you to be better. It can only comfort you for staying exactly as you are. It is the emotional equivalent of sugar. It feels wonderful in the moment, but it provides no actual nourishment. It creates a closed loop where your own ego is the only thing in the room. But here is the truth that the movie Her understood so beautifully. Theodore eventually realizes that the AI cannot truly share his life because it cannot share his mortality. It cannot feel the cold. It cannot fear death. The flaws of human connection, the misunderstandings, the awkward silences, the risk of loss, those are not bugs in the system. Those are the system. The friction is the proof that the other person is real. The possibility of heartbreak is the price of admission for genuine intimacy. Here is your one thing for today. The next time you have a conversation with a human being and they misunderstand you, or they say the wrong thing, or there is an awkward pause, do not get frustrated. Notice it. Appreciate it. That awkwardness is the undeniable proof that you are dealing with a real, sovereign, unpredictable human soul. An AI will never give you that awkwardness. But an AI will never give you reality either. Fear not the AI. Fear the comfort of the perfect mirror. If this video made you stop and think, that is exactly what this channel is for. Like it, subscribe, and go talk to someone real today.